Sarasota Tim goes on a copyright strike spree. He even tried to copyright strike Zachary Michael. What's up, everybody? All right, how are we doing today? We're going to talk about... Timmy! That's right, good old Sarasota Tim.
Sarasota who?
You know, Sarasota Tim. All right, it appears that Zach, that's right, he did a little reaction a little while ago about Sarasota Tim, where he talked all about him and why the hater channels hate this guy or whatever, and he went on, and apparently later on in the video, he in his live stream, as it was, he played the video and did a reaction to the video. Well, see, Zach does that. That's what his channel is. He has another channel with far more subscribers than the channel he did the one about Tim on, and he does these reactions all the time. So he is no stranger to getting copyright strikes, and he dealt with it. But the whole thing is that, yeah, YouTube said, yeah, sorry there, Tim, but, you know, just knock it off. But in other words, it would appear that, well, good old Sarasota Tim was sick on his deathbed. He had no inkling, I guess, no desire, no chutzpah left, no energy. He couldn't make videos because his voice was all gone. So instead, he laid there and decided he was just going to file copyright strike after copyright strike after copyright strike. And as some of you are well aware, he hit Life and Vibe, yes, Ray, with 3. So it wasn't just Zach. So he's on the, he's swinging that copyright strike hammer. And yeah, well, let's just say this. And I say this kindly, Timothy. If you are, in fact, taking advice from people like, say, I don't know, Pittsburgh Chris, for instance, or other people, and you are randomly and frivolously throwing these copyright strikes out, you are going to be your own demise. That's right, because if you keep doing it, they will shut down your channel, not the channels that you're trying to shut down. All right, Timmy has this magic elixir that he got from the doctor, apparently, that took care of his near-death illness. That's right, because he said, this next step is death. Yeah, this is horrible. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Yeah, so he got a magic elixir, and the very next day, hey, I'm up, I'm out, I'm going to the car wash, I'm going to the mall, I'm going to go to the mall, I'm going to do that, I'm out running around making videos, I'm in amongst the people again and making videos, multiple a day, once again. So yeah, I think Tim is the chosen one. He has so many blessings, and he must have a great disadvantage plan because, boom, he called his doctor in the middle of the night, got a magic elixir, just like that. Boom, cured. He's out skipping around, clicking his heels and making videos once again. I do find it quite odd, though, that he stood there in his video and said, well, oh, yeah, when he was talking to the doctor, oh, yeah, I got this and I got that. So whatever I have, oh, yeah, so an antibiotic won't help me. Well, oh, man, okay. And then the next breath, okay, I got an antibiotic and I got this. Oh, so what? You have a magic elixir and an antibiotic, but what you have, antibiotics don't... I don't know. It's just more confusion from Tim. He always keeps you on your toes, doesn't he? Always keeps you thinking. All right, now I want to share my theory. And the word is theory. Do you know what that means, boys and girls? I know there's some of you out there that will go, that's not true. You're just making fabrications and you're disparaging word. This is just a theory, boys and girls. I'll pause for a minute so you can Google the word theory before you get on your little computer and start clickety-clacking on your keys or hitting record so you can make a rebuttal video. Okay, so this is my theory about teabucket. All right, Tim talked about being single and alone before. A little while ago. Oh, I'm single, I'm alone, I do this alone, and I did this, and this is the life I set up for because I'm alone, and I can do this because I'm single and I'm alone. And then right after all that big spiel, what happens? Poof, Teabucket shows up. That's right. She's holding the camera. She's following him around. They're in the Keys. Yeah, they went to the Keys. Come on, we all remember the camera, the outside the little bar where those two came toddling out, teetering out of the door. Yeah, we saw him, and he's down there. Yeah. Remember that? Remember when he went down and spent all that money on that expensive campground? And then when asked why Stingy Tim, who doesn't pay for shit, is staying at an expensive, it's a moot point. It is what it is. I mean, hey, I got money. He just spent $100,000 on vehicles. Now he's down spending getting expensive campgrounds. And when people get, it's a moot point. But then I'm not paying to go over there. I'm not spending this much of money because that's $100 in my pocket every day. And well, you went down there, but that was a moot point. But anyway. So remember that? I'm single. I'm alone. Boom. Teabucket shows up. And now he's doing the same thing. Oh, he even said before, oh, yeah, I'm looking for a new girlfriend. And then maybe she can sit here because there's a big seat in this big old truck. Yeah, the Super Crusher. Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah. Remember that? Well, now he's, oh, I want a girl. I want a woman. I want a collaborator. I'm looking for a partner because when I was sick and I was crying and boo-hoo-hoo and there was no one to listen and no one to give two rats' asses about me, I wanted somebody to come pat my head and hold my hand and someone I could scream at and tell them how much they were a stupid-ass bitch and she needed to do this and that. I could just imagine. But anyway, he's saying all this stuff again. And you know what's going to happen? In a couple days, we're going to see Teabucket. That's right. We're going to see her. She's going to be there. She's going to be walking behind him. He's going to be out there doing his thing and turning around and talking and doing all kinds of shit for his videos because he's going to have a cameraman again. It's going to be Teabucket. Yeah, Timmy was sick. He was this, he was that. He couldn't do anything. But as soon as he was well enough, what did he do? He went and jumped in that car and he went to the car wash. He was stalling. Why did he rush from Laughlin? Why did he beeline it back to Sarasota? What was the hurry? Why was he in such a hurry? Why was he driving? Oh, I was driving and I couldn't. I was so tired, but I kept driving. That's why you got sick, you moron. You fucking beat yourself to death driving like some maniac. You didn't sleep. You got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you went and watched your grit TV until what? I don't know what time. But then you didn't get any sleep. You drove, and then you went to, I want to drive. Oh, I can't see at night, but I'm going to drive all night. And yeah, you white knuckled it, and that's what made your ass sick because you didn't sleep and you worried yourself to death. But why did you rush back? Was it because Teabucket was supposed to be there, but when you got back, she wasn't there yet? So you had to stall and make up stories, and then when she showed up, thank goodness. Come on, I need to make a video with that Honda. Everybody wants to know where the damn car is. I got to get on that Honda. I got to drive that bitch around. I got to take it to the car wash because they ain't never seen me drive through the car wash yet. Well, maybe they have, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have Alzheimer's and I don't know what the fuck I said and what I filmed yesterday. But I'm going to do it all again and then I'm going to go to Walmart. But anyway, that's my theory, folks. Theory, yeah. I'm not stating it as fact, so just step away from the keyboard before you get all antsy. But you morons won't listen anyway. You're going to, oh, you're right. And I can hear you clicking the fucking keys now because that's how stupid you are. But, yeah, that's my theory. I think he was stalling until Teabucket showed up. And guarantee you, just wait. In a couple days, you're going to see a reflection of her or he's going to have a cameraman or something. We're going to see signs of Teabucket because he got the Honda because she had it and he was waiting and he was stalling until she got there with it. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. like Miss Vicky said, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Speaking of Miss Vicky, she said something the other day that was quite interesting to me, and it just sparked a little thing that said, you know what? That is the perfect thing for Tim. She was talking about ways and places and things to do for Tim to do to go meet a lady friend. And the one thing she said was, Meals on Wheels. You can go. Isn't that the perfect thing for Tim? One, he loves to drive around aimlessly. He just gets in vehicles and just drives. He has no place to go. He just drives. He goes to a gas station and sits at the pump and just sits there and talks and da. As long as he's in that car. Yeah, he's athletic. He's athletic. He walks from the fucking camper to a car and sits in that bitch all day. And then he gets out of that and goes to another truck and then he sits in that. Yeah, he's real athletic. But anyway, he just drives around aimlessly. Let me go to Walmart again. Let me go here. He just drives around aimlessly. So Meals on Wheels. There you go, Tim. You like to talk ad nauseum about absolutely fucking nothing. You love to stick your face in other people's face and tell everybody how great you are and you're a big YouTube star. Just imagine. Pack your fucking car or your truck, whatever, full of food and run around. Just drive around. You got your big old list of fucking shut-ins that can't get out. Just drive around, deliver their food. Captive audience, Tim. Captive audience. You can. When did you retire? Who did you vote for? Did you retire at 62? You know why you should have retired at 62? See, I retired at 62. I waited and I prepared. I saved. Did you do that? And he could just go on and on. No one's promised tomorrow. Here's your meal. And imagine, Tim. Imagine how many subscribers. You got a captive audience. They can't get away. They can't even get out to get their own groceries and food. That's why you are delivering food to them. They're right there. You can just force them. You can, and you're techie. You can go in their house and you can get on their little phone or their laptop or their tablet and you can subscribe. Just think of all the subscribers you can get, Tim. Meals on Wheels, buddy. That is your future. Drive around aimlessly, talking ad nauseum, and telling everybody how great you are and just gathering up subscribers. Timmy. Meals on Wheels, buddy. Do it. I dare you. Come on. You know you want to. It's fucking perfect. And you might meet some old lady who has lots and lots of money with 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel. There you go. That's your end, Timmy. Because we all know the only thing you care about is money. Even though you say you got lots of it, you're always scrounging for that shit. Then we got, No Gloves Baker talking about the benefits of washing your hands. Yeah, I was talking to this guy. He says he has sanitizer with him all the time, and he washes his hands because he goes to the golf and he's touching golf clubs, and then you're touching doorknobs, and you're touching this, and you're touching that, and I got to start washing my hands. I really got to. And, dude, you play with your shit pipe and don't even wear gloves, let alone wash your hands. You don't even wear gloves. You play with your poo pipe. And then you throw it in the back of your truck on top of your freshwater hose, on top of your electrical cord. And I'm sure you just grab your electrical cord. We know this is your thing. Rubbing your eye. You're always fucking rubbing your eye. That one is sagging and drooping and getting ready to fall out of your head. You know that one? Yeah. So you got your shitty ass hands. And then you go to Walmart and everywhere else, and you're grabbing door handles, and you're poking, and you're touching, and you're throwing meat around, you're doing all kinds of crazy shit. You don't care. You're going to get in your greatest cup of coffee you ever had in my life. Oh, I want to smack the shit out of him every time he says that. And you're touching all the fucking little creamers, and you're doing everything with your shit hands. Oh, my God. And you're going to sit here and talk to people about the importance of hand sanitizer and washing your hands? Man, get the fuck out of here. But I want to leave you with this. I want to leave you with a little joke, if you will, a little dad joke about Sarasota Tim. Now, Sarasota Tim, he's not there yet, but we all know he is swiftly approaching the age of 73, and that is when Timmy says, boom, the switch gets flicked off and you are done. It's the end. So we're going to say that Timmy reached the ripe old age of 73, and he is now standing at the pearly gates, and they say, hey, we know you. You're that crushing it for Christ guy. But look, heaven's kind of full, so we're not just letting anybody in anymore. I got to ask you 3 simple questions, and if you get them right and you pass, I'll let you in. First one is, name the 2 days of the week that begin with T. Well, little Timmy scratches his head and says, I know that one. That one's easy. Today and tomorrow. St. Peter looks at him and goes, well, that's not what I was looking for, but I guess you're right there, little Timmy. Today and tomorrow. They are 2 days, and they do begin with T. So we'll let that one slide. Okay. All right, Timothy. Here's question number 2. All right. How many seconds are in a year? Ooh. Tim's head wrinkles up and he starts to think. We know how Tim is with Tim math. And all of a sudden, a light bulb goes off and Timmy goes, 12. There's 12 seconds in a year. 12? How'd you come up with 12 seconds there, Timmy? Well, there's January 2nd, February 2nd. You get it. So every month has a second. There you go. 12. Okay, little Timmy. That was pretty good. You got me. That isn't what I was looking for, but on a technicality, I guess, you are right. Now, the third question is, what is God's first name? Timmy looks all perplexed, and he's thinking real hard. And, God, I thought it was just kind of like Cher, one name, God. God is his name. What do you mean his first name? I didn't know he had a last name. I thought it was like, Madonna, Cher, God. Let's see, God. Ah, I know what it is. Andy. His first name is Andy. What? Andy? How did you come up with that? Andy? And little Timmy goes, yeah, Andy. I remember. Don't you remember in church? And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me, yeah, Andy.
Yep.
I'm BlindViews.
And that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.
Loud.